Yes, sir. Fine, guys. So we'll now go through December 2023 attempt the question paper under syllabus, under new syllabus, whatever was there. If at all, if there is any changes or amendment, accordingly I will explain when I am covering it. Very few. Actually, in indirect tax, very few changes are there, but in direct, a lot of changes are there, guys. Please be careful with it. Clear? If at all, and if at all, if you are referring to any other like previous questions and all, the answers would have been given with respect to the applicable laws or applicable provisions as on that day. Please take care of the applicable provision, whatever is applicable for June exams. With this, we'll start with guys. As we already covered everything, I will just be brushing wherever required. I will just be giving explanation. If not, we'll just be going through what is asked, what they have given. Let us see. Question number 5, sir. What about first 4, sir? It is a part of direct. Clear? Huh? So first 4 question is direct tax. From 5th, it is indirect, which is for 40 marks. Which is for 40 marks, guys. So we will see what asked, sir. As a student, can I appear for it or can I answer for it? How is your confidence? You can check yourself. M&A & Co, a partnership firm, is engaged in the manufacturing. Guys, lot of things are there in this question. Please be attentive. 20 marks question. M&O & Co, a partnership firm, is engaged in manufacturing of equipment in the state of Gujarat. Okay. The firm became liable for registration of under GST on 14th July. It applied for registration on 14th August. Is it within 30 days? No. 31st day they have applied. Because July has 31. See the twist. One day also sometimes important. Clear? 31 days is there in July. So actually 30 days will end on 13th August. But they are applying for registration on 14th August. So is it within 30 days? No. And was granted registration certificate by the department on 18th August. So if I ask you what is the effective date of registration as per Rule 10, what is it? 18th August. Very good. MNO supplies to Vikram Limited. The terms of contract stipulated that goods are delivered to the factory of Vikram Limited. Okay, Vikram is like a recipient, we are suppliers. And goods has to be delivered. Means what? Moment is there. Goods were removed from the factory of MNO & Co. on 9th November. So what day we are supposed to give invoice? That day only. That day it is removed from supplier's place. Correct? Yes. All these are important, connected to the answers. Okay. And as soon as you guys are reading this, all the provisions should strike to your mind. Okay. And we are delivered to the factory of Vikram on November 15th. If there is no moment, we will take delivery. But here there is a moment. What day we have to take? The day it was removed from supplier's place. So here, what is the due date to invoice? November 9th. Why is it important to decide time of supply? Okay. Next, invoice was issued on 18th November. So is it issued within the due date? No, sir. Next. And payment was credited to M&O & Co. account on 20th December. However, the entry was made in the books when the check was received. That is on 19th November, whichever is earlier. 19th November. But let us see, is it relevant for our answer also? We have to see. Then, M&O & Co. is dealing in taxable as well as exempted items. M&O & Co. has provided the following information of consignment. Okay, they are sending the consignment of all these three together. All these three are there, which is to be supplied. Okay. Taxable value of supplies is how much? 28,000. Value of exempted supplies how much? 13,000. Value of goods to be sent to job worker on delivery challan how much? 16,000. Please be careful. All these three they are sending in one consignment. That is what we can understand. Now, all amount above are excluding GST. So whatever figures they have given are excluding GST. Okay, sir. Actually, on this and this GST is not at all applicable. Only on the first item. Next, M&O & Co. has also exported some equipment by air. Okay. The FOB price of the goods exported is $60,000 US. FOB value straight away given. The shipping bill was presented electronically on 17th October and proper officer passed the order permitting the clearance and loading of the goods for export. That is let export order. He is passing the order on 29th November. Important to decide few things. The rate of exchange notified by CBIC, that is the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs on 17th October and 29th November. Both they have given. You have to decide what you have to take. Okay. That is 78 and 77. respectively. Other details are as follows. What is the rate of duty also given both on 17th October as well as 29th October, 12 and 10%. We have recently covered it. Hope you guys remember what we are supposed to apply for rate of exchange. What rate should we take? Notified by whom? On what day? Same way, rate of duty. On what day should we take in case of export? This is export easy only. Based on the facts of the case scenario given above, answer the following question with reference to GST law and customs law. See how they have connected. Sir, we sometimes expect questions separately asked should be asked on GST, separate question on customs anta. But both part of same paper. Can they merge and ask? Yes. That is what they have done here. Clear? 40 marks both is covered now. So can they ask it? Yes. And many a times when students read this, oh yo, so lengthy question, and you see 4 requirements. Oh, question would be very tough. Anta. No, actually easy. Actually easy, guys. Let us see. Based on the facts of the case scenario given above, answer the following questions. Okay, with respect to from both GST as well as customs law. What will be the effective date of registration? Also, is there any requirement to issue revised invoices? Correct legal provision should form part of your answer. Okay, let us see the answer for it. Let's check. What is the answer? Very simple. Effective date is what? Grant of registration. 18th August. In that case, I will get my GST IN on what day? 18th August. So now, should I go back and issue any revised tax invoice and all? No, that is only reverse case. If I applied for registration within 30 days, only then I have to go back and issue revised tax invoice for the period effective date of registration till the date of grant of registration. Whatever supplies I have made, I have to issue revised tax invoice within 1 month. 1 month from when? Date of grant of registration. But here, am I supposed to issue? No. Okay, for whatever supply I make on or after 18th August, I have to issue invoice and I have to pay tax on it. That's all. Okay. So here, please be careful. You connect section 25. Then also rule 10. Clear, and as they have clearly mentioned about revised tax invoice also, just tell that it is not supposed to be issued. Where is it given? Section 31 subsection 3. Section 31 subsection 3. And it is good if you mention all this, guys. Just explaining the provision is average answer. Explaining the answer with the section, best answer. Okay, sub question 1, 5A. Let us see. A supplier whose aggregate turnover in a financial year exceeds the threshold limit in a state or union territory is liable to apply for registration within 30 days from the date of becoming liable to registration. That is, the date of crossing the threshold limit of rupees 20 lakh or 40 lakh as per section 22. Means that limit of Central Goods and Service Tax Act 2017. It is better, guys, you start like as per section 25. Where is it given about the 30 days? Section 25. Correct. Now, first they are talking about within 30 days. This is applicable if you are covered under section 22. That is when you cross the threshold limit. So please be careful. This 22, what they are talking about is if you cross this limits. If you cross the limits as given where? In section 22. If you know the subsection also write subsection 1. 22 subsection 1. Okay. Next. Rule 10. Where the application is submitted within the said period, the effective date of registration is the date on which the person become liable to registration. Otherwise, it is the date of grant of registration. Rule 10. Sub rule and all is not required. Just mention rule. And try to remember, guys. I hope you guys remember. I told this is one of the important rule. Clear? You can also start with that. Rule 10. As per rule 10, then start explaining. Okay. Explanation of the provision. I had told you always first explain the provision, applicable provision, then analysis of the given case, facts and analysis of the given case, finally the conclusion. Correct na? So whenever it is a case based or scenario based, applicable provision you explain, whatever is the section, rule and all. Then facts and analysis of the case, what is given in the question, what has happened, that the stories, what they are given, then final conclusion. Always try to follow these 3 steps, guys. Yeah. It's not like first only I will tell. No. Okay. The answer I will tell like no, revised tax invoice is not required. Effective date of registration is so and so date. Then I will start explaining. No, that is not the right way. Please be careful. In view of the aforesaid provisions, effective date of registration will be 18th August since company applied after 30 days of becoming liable. Okay, not becoming eligible, it is liable. Correct, na? Even registered person who has been granted registration with effect from the date earlier than the date of issuance of registration certificate to him may issue revised tax invoice in respect of taxable supplies affected during the period within 1 month from the date of issuance of registration certificate. You can see section 31 subsection 3. Better guys, here they have given in the bracket and all. Better you start the explanation with that as per section 31 subsection 3 and comma explain it. Okay. Since effective date of registration is not retrospective date, that is, it is not the date on which he was liable. It was on what date? The date on which registration was granted. There is no need to issue revised tax invoice, guys. That's so 3 things here. Guys, see, I had told you in the class also, sometimes they will connect you like this. Okay, 25, rule 10 along with 31.3. Or sometimes it can be like section 25, rule 10 along with section 18, special cases credit of that stock. Sometimes questions can be asked on those things also. Clear? Just if you know 18, you may not be able to answer. You should also know 25. You should also know rule 10. Next, B. With reference to the transaction with Vikram Limited, determine the time of supply for the purpose of payment of tax. Forward or reverse charge, guys? If nothing is given, what have I told? Forward. Because time of supply is separately given for forward and reverse. So here what will you take? Forward. Forward charge mechanism. Who is supposed to pay tax? What is the name of them? M&O and Co. Okay, sir. (5B) As per section 12(1) of Central Goods and Service Tax Act 2017, the time of supply of goods shall be, it is actually 12(2). 12(1) is actually heading. 12(2) it is. Forward charges 12(2), guys. Okay. You try to answer like this. The time of supply of goods which is taxable under forward charge shall be earlier of. Shall be earlier of. Hope you guys are able to get it. Okay. Mention that taxable under forward charge is earlier of the following. Okay. What is it, sir? The date of issue of invoice by the supplier or the last date, that is nothing but due date, on which the is required to issue invoice. So simply write the date of issue of invoice or the due date of issue of invoice. Under section 31, the due date to issue invoice is given in section 31, or the date on which the supplier receives the payment with respect to supply. As it is goods, actually this point is not there. It was there by way of notification, they have removed it. Hope we have learnt like that. Okay, now see, they have given and later they have told. However, advance received in respect of supply of goods is not liable to be taxed at the time of receipt wide notification number 66/2017. Means this point has been removed, guys, through notification. Therefore, the date of payment in respect of supply of goods shall not be relevant for determining the time of supply. Sir, can I do like this in the exam? Yes, you can do it. Okay, means you can write like this and later tell date of payment is not relevant. Or else straight away you can, as we know the provision, what you do is like how I have given in my material, right? As per section 12 subsection 2, the time of supply for the goods which is taxable under forward charge is earlier of the following: actual date of issue of invoice or the due date of issue of invoice. Clear? Write this much. And next paragraph. However, for the supply of goods which is taxable under forward charge, advance received is not taxable. Or else you can simply write date of receipt of payment is irrelevant for determining the time of supply for goods taxable under forward charge. Please clearly mention, don't simply write date of payment is irrelevant anta, because in other cases date of payment is there, that is under reverse charge, or if it is for services and all. Please complete your answers always. Sometimes this is what happens, guys. Suggested answer section numbers what they have given, it is not 12(1), it's clearly 12(2). 12(1) is heading, that's all. This the institute can make, but if students make, you know the result. Okay, chalo. So now here due date to issue invoice is there. Sir, now we have to connect section 31 also. Yes, connection is very important. Simply don't answer. Right, next. Further, section 31 of CGST provides that the registered person supplying the taxable goods shall issue the tax invoice before or at the time of. Means this is the deadline. If there is movement of goods, before the removal of the goods. If there is no movement, then delivery of the goods. Correct? Yes. So in our case, actually there is a movement. As per the above scenario, various dates are as under. Actual issue of invoice is 18th November. Due date for issue of invoice is 9th November. Whichever is earlier. This is not required. Okay, this actually you need not write also. Because here anyway we are told it is not important. Again, why to show that? Okay, but still fine. This is what they have given. 19th November, no need to write, guys. They also told earlier of the day entry. Yes, that is there. But for goods taxable under forward charge, it is not important. Why to simply show it? Clear? Yes. So straight away earlier of these two dates, which is 9th November. Therefore, the time of supply would be the earliest of the above dates, that is 9th November, guys. Hope you guys got it. Clear? Yes. Time of supply is done. Next, C. For each of the sub question, 5 marks is there, guys. C.
I'm asking that whether this question or the
May not be all the lessons, but majority. Okay. Time of supply, registration, invoice, then even customs will come later. Third one. Decide whether in respect of goods supplied to Vikram Limited, MNO and Co needs to mandatorily generate e-way bill. E-way bill we covered in compliance procedure, yes or not. Assume this is the case of intrastate and the rate of tax on taxable goods to be CGST and SGST at 9% each. Guys, when should we generate e-way bill? Whenever there is section 68 read with rule. Good. Now, whenever there is a movement of goods whose consignment value is more than 50,000. Sir, what is consignment value? Value of supply plus GST. That's all. Value of supply plus GST. What is the value of supply now? 28 should we take? Yes. Exempt should we take? No. Clearly they have told. Consignment value means what? Explanation is given there. Other than exempted goods. Other than exempted goods. Because, guys, simple. If exempted goods is by outward supply, will I calculate value for it? No. So simple, guys. Keep it simple. Value of supply plus GST. So for exempted supply, what is value of supply? 0. 0. Okay. Yes. Next, we will not take it. 13, we will not take it. Value of the goods to be sent to job delivery challan. For this, should we generate? Yes. For supply or may not be for supply. We have seen even if the goods are not supplied, it is sent for job work. Should we still generate e-way bill? Yes. So what is the value of it? 16,000. 16,000. We have to take this plus on this GST. Clear? So let us calculate. Section 68 read with rule. Yeah, e-way bill mandatory needs to be generated. Okay. The sentence formation is not so clear. Fine. Chalo. E-way bill mandatory needs to be generated wherever or whenever there is a movement of goods of consignment value exceeding 50,000. Better start with the section as per section 68 read with rule. Read with rule and then start answering. Okay. Or read with CGST rules 2017 and then start explaining. Okay. What is consignment value? Consignment value of the goods shall be the value including value declared in the invoice, a bill of supply or a delivery challan, whatever it is. As the case may be, issued in respect of the said consignment and also includes CGST, SGST, UTGST, IGST, cess charged, if any, in the document and shall exclude value of exempt supply. Should we include it? No. Where the invoice is issued in respect of both exempt and taxable supply of goods, guys. So, now what is consignment value for the given case, sir? So, as per the above provision, consignment value of the transaction effected through tax invoice in the given case shall be. Guys, before this, better to explain what has happened. Okay, means straight away they have gone for an analysis here. Okay, before this paragraph, better to explain at least 2-3 lines what has happened. Clear? Yes. So, effected through the tax invoice, the given case shall be 28,000 plus GST, 9%. So total 18%, which comes to 5,040 plus the delivery challan value 16,000. Sir, should we add GST for it? No, it is not a supply. Okay, nah, it is just sent for job work. We should take only the value. How much is that? 4940. Just a miss. Should we generate e-way bill? No, it's not mandatory. But can I generate voluntarily? Yes, not mandatory.
So 50,000
Since consignment value is not more than 50,000, e-way bill not mandatory required to be generated. Okay. It is not mandated to generate e-way bill, guys. Simple.
The,
E-way they have just mentioned.
so in this 50,000
To generate e-way bill. If the consignment value is more than 50,000, we have to generate it. Okay. Chalo. Last sub question here. You are required to determine the export duty payable under the customs law in respect of explode equipment. Explode equipment.
I read the drivers.
Equipment, that is only exported, I guess it is. Exported. Exported equipment. Okay. Chalo. And export duty. Very simple. Chiller question. Bachu question. Why? Simple, sir. Take the rate and apply it on FOB value. FOB value is already given. But your work here is no cess, no IGST, nothing. Your question here is to decide the rate and decide the exchange rate. That's all. Calculation is bachu. First, let me read the notes here. This is where the explanations are given. See, you can observe how they are given. As per section 14, which talks about what? Assessable value. The Customs Act 1962. Assessable value of the export goods is the transaction value of such goods, which are the price actually paid or payable for the goods when sold for export from India for delivery at the time and place of exportation. They are actually not. Okay, explanation and all given, but they are not mentioning what is it. Which is FOB value. Just complete it. Which is FOB value. Okay. So we have to take that FOB value 60,000, which we have to convert it into Indian rupees, guys. So you can also write / assessable value. Assessable value. So assessable value for the purpose of export is what? FOB value. Clear? And that is nothing but, if you are not able to write the entire story there, at least write the value of the goods at the time and place of exportation, which is FOB value. As per third proviso to section 14 subsection 1, if you are not able to remember the proviso number and all, at least write as per proviso. As per proviso to section 14 subsection 1 of the Customs Act 1962, assessable value has to be calculated with reference to the rate of exchange notified by CBIC on the date of presentation of shipping bill. Okay, shipping bill, or we call it as bill of export. They have covered as shipping bill of export. Okay, fine, sir. On what date did they present? 17th. So on 17th, what is the rate? 78. Hey, exchange rate 78. We are talking about exchange rate. 78, guys. So 78 into 60,000. That is the assessable value in rupees. In rupees. Okay. Clear now? Hope you guys got this. These two are important, guys. That is to decide exchange rate and to decide the rate. Many a times they are asking it. Please be careful. Next, sir, export duty rate. What, sir? If they give only one rate, straight away take it. But here they have given on two different dates. So now I have to decide what rate to take. Which section will you apply? Section 16. See, for import there are three situations under section 15. Okay. And if question is side and means apply the first one there. Apply the first one. Goods cleared for home consumption. Clear? Here, sir, for export only one scenario. Easy. As per 16(1)(a) of Customs Act, in case of goods entered for export, the rate of duty prevalent on the date on which the proper officer makes an order permitting clearance and loading of the goods for exportation is considered. So what dates are? Presentation of shipping bill should we take? No. Let export order, which is nothing but the proper officer passing the order, or custom officer. So what is the rate on that day? 10%. Should we take that? Yes. So on FOB value, 10%. Better show the calculation. It is like 46,80,000. Don't straight away write like the amounts and answers, guys. Show the calculation always into 10%. That's all. That's all. Sir, what about social welfare surcharge? What about And the IGST and all, I have clearly mentioned, I made you to write the note also. See, normally export duty calculation is very easy. They should not ask. But here you can see, they have not asked only export duty. They have also touched that exchange rate and the rate. Okay, so the main target is this two here. These things. Okay, not the calculation. Because once you know this, even the paper setter know that anyone will do calculation. And also export duty not to carry social welfare surcharge, because it is always clearly mentioned it is on imported goods. It is on imported goods, guys. Sir, what about IGST, sir? Guys, until and unless they specifically ask, you don't calculate it, because always the export is zero rated supply. Zero rated supply. If you want, you can just add one note for that also. Export is zero rated under GST. Show that you know that point also. One question done. 20 marks in the pocket. Not pocket. Chalo. Next. Guys, here please read the questions list. Attempt all the parts of either 6 or 6A. Means 6 and 6A both will have sub questions. You have to, once you choose either 6 or 6A, you have to answer all the sub questions. It's not like, sir, from 6 I will answer A and B. From 6A I will answer B and C. No. You cannot do it. Clear? Either of this you can take it as choice. So that means, sir, 5th was mandatory. Yeah? Yes. 5th question was mandatory. Okay. Rama Private Limited, Mumbai, a registered supplier, manufactures taxable goods. It provides the following details of taxable interstate supply made by it during the month of March. Question is on value of supply. Okay. As soon as you see, you can guess the question is on what. List price of taxable goods supplied interstate 20 lakh. 20 lakh. So this is my starting point. Correct. As per 15.1, this is my starting point. Next, subsidy received from central government for supply of taxable goods to the government school, exclusively related to the supply of goods included at serial number 1, means that giving the clue that it is linked to the price. Linked to the price. Who is the donor? Who is the boss giving it? Central government. Should we add it? No, we should not. Good. Tax levied by municipal authority, should we add it? Yes. Any tax other than GST, we have to add it. But TCS, we should not. TCS collected under income tax, should we add? No, it is an interim levy. I have given a note there. If you guys can recall, we should not. Any other tax means we can, because for TCS, I get back the credit. Clear? So that is why TCS collected under income tax, we should not add it, guys. Special packing at the request of the customer. Who is the recipient? To be charged to the customer. Sir, any other expenses charged to the recipient, should we add it? Yes. Separately charged. Late fee paid by the recipient of supply for delayed consideration. The recipient has agreed to pay 6,000 plus GST. That means 7,080 including GST. In lump sum, and no additional is payable by him over and above such amount. IPL, part of IPL. Clear? Yes. So in that case, should we add it to value of supply? Yes, but how much? 7,080 is already inclusive of GST. Please be careful. Do the reverse calculation. Do the reverse calculation. So how much is towards the value? 7,080 divided by 118 into 100. Into 100. That much will be towards value of supply, guys. Okay. They have given some story. Let us. The list price of the goods is net of the subsidies received. However, okay, see, means the 20 lakh what they have given is after considering the subsidy. Sir, if there was no subsidy, what would have been the list price? 23 lakh 50. It has already gone down. I had explained in the class clearly. Subsidy linked to the price means, sir, the price has already come down. Now, if it is given by anyone else, we have to add it up. If it is given by government, central or state government, no need to add. Clear? So what clue they are giving here is it is linked to the price. It is linked to the price. However, the other charges, taxes, fee are charged to the customers over and above the list price. Means these are charged separately. Okay. Rama Private Limited offers 3% discount on the list price of the goods, which is separately shown in the EMIs. Sir, as per 15.3, can we reduce it? Yes, discount given at the time of supply recorded in invoice. Can we reduce it? Yes. On what? List price. They have clearly told it is on list price. Calculate the total value of taxable supply made by Rama Private Limited during the month of March and assume the rate of IGST is 18%. Rate is actually only relevant for this. Anyway, they have given here only. Why again they have given, I don't know. Fine. List price of the goods. So give the heading, guys. Observe the headings like this, like how they are mentioned. List price of the goods. You can also mention that section under section 15.1 and the other things, additions or inclusions as per which one? 15.2. Then start. Clear? Yes. Subsidy amounting to 3,50,000 received from central government? Nil. Since the subsidy is received from the government, the same is not includable in the value in terms of section 15.2. Clause, if you remember, you write, if not, at least 15.2 of the Central Goods and Service Tax Act 2017. Next, tax levied municipal authorities have to add it. Equal in the value as per section 15.2a of the Central Goods and Service Tax Act 2017. Packing charges also we have to add it. Being incidental expenses, the same are includable in the value as per section 15.2c of Central Goods and Service Tax Act. Late fee paid by recipient of supply for delayed payment 7,080 inclusive of GST, guys. So we have to do reverse calculation. We are calculating what value? Will value include GST? No. But 7,080 includes GST. So remove GST component. So 7,080 divided by 118. We had a rule for this. When the value is inclusive of GST, how to calculate actual value? That is the total amount you take divided by 100 plus GST, which is 118 into 100. Into 100. How much you will get? 6,000. So what is the total here? Actually, no need to do total, but still, okay. Subtotal at least or total. Then discount 3%. 3% of what? 20 lakh. Which comes to 60,000. For that also, explanation is given. Since discount is known at the time of supply, it is deductible from the value in terms of section 15.3a of CGST Act. Total value of supply under section 15. You can also mention the section. Okay, here it is there. 15.3. Fine. Guys, small alterations here. I will just tell you for better way of presentation. Whatever they have given in the bracket, now they have given then and there only. It's better to give it as a note. It is better to give it as a note. And here you mention note 1, note 2, note 3 like that. Clear? One small change. The other thing is you should not close like this. This is not the right way. Clear? Because when you are doing total, there should not be line like this in between. Very basics. Okay, I am not telling anything some hyphen and all. Very basics. So when you are doing total, yes, you have to draw it. Clear? So only in this places it should come is what I feel. So those things, because when we are doing totaling, this should not come here. Better don't draw such lines. Okay, done. Let us proceed. Yes, Rocky Bhai started the business of supplying shoes in the state of Karnataka from 1st April. Okay, started. He makes only intra-state supply. Good. Within the state. His turnover for April-June quarter was 20 lakh. And for July quarter was 110 lakh. Okay, he started business from April. So for the first quarter 20 lakh, next quarter 100 lakh, guys. Further 1/4 of his turnover in each of the quarter was exempt. Means whatever turnover they were given is total. In that 1/4 is exempt. Remaining 3/4 is what? Taxable. Good. Being eligible for composition scheme, Yesh got himself registered under composition scheme with effect from 1st July. He starts on first April. But when did he get registered? 1st July. So from when is he liable to pay GST? 1st July. So for the first quarter he has 20 lakh. Should he pay GST on it? No. On the remaining 110 lakh he can pay. But he is straight away to composition. Guys, he started in the current year. Is he eligible? Yes. What was his turnover in the last year? 0. Is he eligible? Yes. Correct? Nah? Yes. In that case, up to the registration limit, he need not pay tax. Clear? Nah? So for this 20 lakh, should he pay tax? No, he did not. Why? Because he was not yet registered. So now, after the 20 lakh, that is when did he get registered? 1st July. After his turnover, he has 110. Should he pay GST on it? Yes. You are required to compute the tax payable under the scheme, assuming that he is a manufacturer. If he is a manufacturer, what is the rate? 1% on total turnover. So 1% of how much? 110 lakh. Clear? Yes. Next, will your answer be different if Yesh is a trader? Will it change? Yes. For a trader, we have to take 1% of taxable turnover. Taxable turnover. So in that case, first calculate what is the taxable turnover? 110 into 3 by 4. On that 1%. On that 1%. That's all. Easy only. Question is on section 10. A registered person opting for collection levy for goods pays tax at the rates mentioned below during the current financial year in lieu of the tax payable by him under regular scheme. Okay. In lieu of tax means instead of that. This sentence is not required. Okay, because unnecessarily it is confusing. In lieu of means instead of paying tax at normal rate, pay at composition rate is what they are telling. Okay, we know, sir, under composition scheme. Rate is composition rate. Okay. Type of dealer, manufacturer other than manufacturer of notified goods. That is bad tip. Okay, so here what is the manufacturing shoes? I guess, na? So shoes means not a notified. No, not a notified. So eligible. What is the rate? 1%. CGST 0.5. Yes, GST 0.5. Okay, of the turnover. Better mention the word total turnover. Okay. Next, trader. Same 1%, 0.5, 0.5, but of the turnover of taxable supply of the goods or services. Important. Taxable. So explanation 2 to section 10 of CGST provides that for the purpose of determining the tax payable by a person under this section, the expression turnover in a state or turnover in a union territory shall not include, what is it? Supplies for the from the first day of April of a financial year up to the date when such person becomes liable for registration. In simple, what is the registration limit applicable? Sir, now he got registered in between. So for the first quarter he had 20 lakh before registration. Should he pay tax on that also? No, he need not pay it. Plus, if there is any exempt supply in the nature of extending deposit loans and all in return for which interest or discount is charged. In simple, I call it as what? Financial service. Clear? That also we should not include. Actually, for manufacturer, total turnover. But total turnover will not include one exempt supply. Which one exempt supply, sir? Financial service. Clear? Yes. So, in simple, my question is, should he pay tax on 170 or 110? 110. 20 was the turnover before he registered. So it means that is the threshold limit applicable for him. Actually, for him 40 lakh is the limit applicable because he is supplying the goods within the state. Clear? But still, he got registered from 1st July, so he will be liable to pay tax from 1st July. Clear? Yes. Okay, that's all. So in case where Yesh is a manufacturer, tax payable by him under composition scheme would be 110 lakh, 0.5, 0.5. That is CGST, SGST. In case where Yesh is a trader, the answer would be no different as the legal position. Answer would be same. Would be no different. Is same for the purpose of composition under section. The tax payable by him. Okay. Actually, it will be different, guys. It will be different. Let's provisions and all same, conditions of provisions, everything is same, but amount will not remain same. Actually, question is on amount, not on conditions, restrictions. Okay, na? Yes, chalo. Actually, it will be different. So the answer is 110 into 75%. Sir, what is that? The 75%? 3 by 4. Because 1/4 is a exempt supply. On exempt, he need not pay. So 110 into 3 by 4 on that 0.5%. Okay. Then same way for SGST, guys. Same way for SGST. And please be careful, guys. Now, his total turnover is how much? 130. Assume in the next quarter, it is like he is getting another 25 or else 25 don't want because he is doing great business. Let us take 55 at least. Can he continue under composition scheme? No. Immediately, as soon as it crossed 1.5 crore, he has to go out. Clear? And to calculate that 1.5 crore, should we take the 20 lakh also, sir? Yes, because that is in the current year only, na? Agree. I need not pay tax, but to calculate aggregate turnover, should we count that also? Yes. So in the third quarter, if my aggregate turnover crosses 1.5, immediately I have to go out. Here in this question, not relevant, but I'm just mentioning if at all if such questions are asked. Okay. C on ITC. Okay. Sham Limited, a registered person, is engaged in the business of spices. It provides the following details in relation to GST paid on inward supplies procured by it during the month of March. So you have to calculate the ITC available for the month of March. Raw spices purchases. Raw spices used for sale to customer. I guess it is. This is 80. This is 20. Okay. So 80 can we claim? Yes, sir. Next. Raw spices used for personal use of directors, can we claim? No. And see, by seeing this information, I am telling yes or no. Some masalas might be given below also. Please take care of them also. Telling invoice is missing, that is missing, this is missing, something they may tell later. Just by reading the point, we are telling yes or no. Fine. Electric machinery purchased for being used in the manufacturing process. Yes, we can claim. Next, motor vehicle used for transportation of employees. Seating capacity 8. Less than 13. Transportation of passengers. Motor vehicle used for transportation of persons. Clear? So here, see, passengers means credit allowed. But employees. These employees passengers are no. So blocked. As per section 17 subsection 5. Payment made to contractor for construction of staff quarter. Construction expenses. Can we claim? No. Please be careful. Again, block 17.5. That's a very simple guy. I told in GST very few numerical areas are there. Clear? So that are the main things they will target. Value of supply, computation of ITC or GST liability. GST liability, adjusting the credit and all. Those things, those are the ones, and in customs calculation. What is the requirement? Determine the amount of ITC that can be availed by Sham Limited for the month of March by giving the necessary explanation for the treatment of various items. Subject to the information given above, all other conditions are satisfied, it seems. Okay. Means we have to take care only what they have given here. Easy. We already done that. But let us see. So purchase of raw spices, we can claim only 80. Sir, what about the remaining? Personal use, you cannot. Sir, director is our person only, sir. He is working for my business. Doesn't matter. Every registered person is entitled to take credit of input tax charged on any supply of goods to him, which are used or intended to be used in the course or furtherance of his business. Purchase of raw spices for personal use, we cannot claim. ITC not available on the goods used for personal consumption under section 17.5, it blocks of CGST. Okay. Actually on 17.5 only 3 points are there. Electric machinery purchased for being used in the manufacturing process. Can we claim? Yes. Every registered person is entitled to take credit of input tax charged on any supply of goods to him which are used or intended to be used in the course or furtherance of business. Where is it given, sir? Section 16. 16 subsection. Next. That also you can mention. Next, motor vehicle, guys, this kind of things and all, see if possible, you guys will get this copy that is on ICSA website and all, better take a printout, and wherever required, you also just make a note, what changes we are supposed to do it, just have a look into it, or try to solve all this question once, okay, independently, and you can do it, guys, Aram say you can do it. Next, motor vehicle used for transportation of employee, again blocked, 17.5. ITC on motor vehicle for transportation of persons with seating capacity of less than or equal to 13%, including driver, is blocked under section 17.5 of CGST Act, except when they are used for making further taxable supply, making taxable supply of transportation of passenger, or making taxable supply of imparting training on driving such motor vehicle. And our case is not covered in under any of this, so we cannot claim. Payment made to a contractor for construction of staff quarter, we cannot claim. Assuming it is capitalized. Assuming it is capitalized. Obviously, construction of quarter and all, sir, they would have capitalized it. If by chance, if they clearly give which is debited to P&L account or which is treated as revenue expenditure, can we claim the credit? Yes. ITC is not available for works contract services when supplied for construction of an immovable property other than plant and machinery, except where it is an input service for further supply of works contract service. Means I have taken works contract service not for me, for further supply. Can I claim the credit? Yes, as per 17.5. So total input tax credit which they can claim for the month of March, I guess, March, is 1,15,000. Clear? Here also same thing, guys. Better whatever explanation is given, try to give it by way of note, and here don't draw the lines here. As you are supposed to do the total, don't put the lines. Only here you have to put it. Okay. One more question on customs. Calculate FOB value. FOB value. Cost of insurance and cost of freight and assessable value under the customs law, where only CIF value is given. Reverse calculation. CIF is given, they are asking you to calculate FOB, insurance and freight. Okay. Exchange rate notified by RBI and CBIC are 78 and 79. RBI is not required, so 78 is ignored, 79 we will take. See, sometimes confusion they will create like this. So CBIC exchange rate is what we are supposed to consider, 79. Guys, we have to do reverse calculation. For reverse calculation, chalo. All these are very simple only, but it has to hit your mind there in the exam. That is more important. It has to strike to your mind what exactly you are supposed to do. Yeah, as per rule 10.2, proviso 3 of custom, proviso and all is not at least mention rule 10.2 of customs valuation, determination of value of imported goods, rule 17, where FOB value of goods, cost of insurance and freight are not ascertainable, then a freight would be how much? 20% of FOB value. How much is insurance? 1.125 of FOB value. And this is as per proviso. They have mixed both there actually. This is as per proviso. Clear? That is rate notified by CBIC has to be taken. That is rupees 79 per US dollar. Clear? Better explain separately because they have mentioned both here as per rule 10.2 proviso. Clear? Please don't do that. Better segregate it. Okay, chalo. Assessable value, which is nothing but CIF, just convert it into rupees, that's all. Yeah, that is into 79. Because CIF value is only assessable value for import, na? Yes. It was in US dollar, we converted into rupees. We got 1 point. Okay. Next, cost of insurance. We are going reverse. From assessable value, we are going to FOB. Correct, na guys? The actual calculation is like this. Plus insurance, plus freight will give you CIF. We are going reverse. We are going reverse calculation. Okay. Cost of insurance is how much? 6,32,000 divided by 121.125. Why? Because it includes both. It includes both. 121, how did we get it, sir? 100 is FOB value. Plus freight plus insurance 1.125. 1.125. Hope you guys got it. It includes both. It includes both. Please be careful. Clear? Yes. So 6,32,000 divided by 121.125 into how much is insurance component? 1.125. Same way. Freight 6,32,000 divided by 121.125 into 20. Hope you guys understood why that 121.125. Okay. And guys, see, we had also learned, sir, what if we know FOB plus insurance? FOB plus insurance we know, but we don't know the breakup. Assume they both put together, they have given 10 lakh, but what is the breakup they have not given. In that case, for freight, we have to straight away apply 20% of this only. Clear? Same way, sir, I know FOB plus freight, sir. FOB plus freight. In that case, what they have told in the provision or law is, whatever is the amount, assume 15 lakh, apply 1.125% on the same. But here, what value given in the question is, not FOB plus insurance or not FOB plus freight. It is straight away CIF. And we know CIF is what? FOB plus insurance plus freight. So if I take FOB as 100, insurance would be how much? 1.125, and freight would be how much? 20. So what is CIF? It would be 121.125. That is what we have done. Clear? 6 is done. 6A now. Alternate question. Guys, even if you know, please don't answer both. Save your time. You can invest that time to some other questions. Sir, I knew both, sir, so I will answer both. No. And sir, instead of answering 5, I will answer 6 and 6A, sir. No, that cannot happen. It should be 5 along with that either 6 or 6A. So question 1. Piyush is a supplier of taxable goods in Karnataka. I think the paper, the set of the question paper is from Karnataka. No. Because all India level question exam, and I guess 2-3 question has Karnataka only. Chalo. He got registered under GST in the month of April and wishes to pay IGST liability for the month. Let him pay. What is the? Since he is making the GST payment for the first time, he is of the view that he needs to mandatorily have the online banking facility to make payment of GST. Correct. Offline payment is not permitted under GST. Correct. You are required to advise him with regard to following issues. Correct, sir. You go ahead. Okay. Oh, sub questions are here. Are manual challans allowed under GST? No. We have to create payment chalana. PMT06 payment chalan. What is the validity period of that? 15 days. Is cross utilization among major and minor rates of electronic cash ledger permitted? No. Straight away you cannot use. If you want to use, first transfer and then use. Transfer and then use. Simple question. And please don't simply tell yes, no, correct, not correct. Chalo. It has 3 sub questions. Manual or physical challans are not allowed under GST regime. It is mandatory to generate challans online on the GST portal. Better mention the form number also if you know. That is GST PMT06. Payment challan is valid for a period of 15 days from the date of generation of challan. Means within 15 days you have to pay the amount. You have to deposit the amount into the cash ledger. Yeah. Next. A registered person may on the account portal transfer any amount of tax, interest, penalty, fee or any other amount payable or available in the electronic cash ledger under the CGST to electronic cash ledger for integrated tax, central tax, state tax, union territory tax or cess. So in simple, first transfer the amount. You can transfer the amount from any major rate to another major rate or minor rate to another minor rate, and then you can use it to pay the amount. Straight away you cannot utilize it. First transfer and then use it. Next, B. This was 3 marks, this is 2 marks. Yeah, see the marks weightage also sometimes and accordingly answer. What will you can see for this question, why they had given simple answer was it was 3 marks, not 5 marks. Clear? Just 1 or 2 lines answer. Only for the last one, this explanation was required. They have given it. B. What will be the late fee, that is CGST plus SGST, for delay in filing of annual return under section 44, that is annual return, guys. For financial year 22-23, if the delay is 47 days and turnover of the company was 5.2 crore. Turnover is also important, up to 5 crore, more than 5 crore during the relevant financial year. So here it is more than 5 crore. So 47 days of delay. You have to accordingly calculate. Yes. As per amendment notification number 7/2023 CT dated, number, date and all not important. In case of turnover is more than 5 crore, the late fee, you guys can give the connection for section also, that is section 47 read with notification. Section 47 read with notification. The late fee payable is lower of. Listen guys, see what we have learned, what is actually given in section 47 is CGST late fee. CGST late fee. How much is that, sir? 50 rupees or 0.02% of the turnover. Agree na? That is CGST. Obviously, when you are liable to pay late fee, will you pay only CGST component? No, SGST component also. So the late fee would be double. Clear? Hope you guys understood. If you open, can you someone just quickly open and tell? Did you? 181. Just come to 181 page number. Late fee. 181. So there you can simply mention CGST also, or else you will get confused. Whatever late fee we have learned there actually is as per section 47. 47 of which act? CGST act. So they are talking about which late fee? Not the overall, only CGST late fee. So are we supposed to pay SGST late fee also? Yes, equivalent to it. Equivalent to it. So actually CGST late fee is 50 and 0.02%. So total would be how much? 50 plus 50, 100, and 0.02 plus 0.02%, which is 0.04%. Hope you guys got it. Total. Okay, you can see here 100 rupees per day CGST plus SGST, or you can also write like this: 50 rupees CGST plus 50 rupees SGST, or 0.04% of the turnover, that is CGST plus SGST, or you can write like how I told: 0.02% CGST, 0.02% of SGST. Okay. Hence, in the given case, late fee will be as follows: 100 rupees per day for how many days? 47 days. And days they only given, they have made your work more easy. Or 0.04% of the turnover. How much is the turnover? 5.2 crore. So which comes to 20,800. Whichever is lower, 4,700. So here also it's better to give breakup. So 4,700. How much is CGST? How much is SGST? Half. Guys. Clear? Better give breakup. That's all. Please write it in your material. Just mention that in section 47. I guess page number 181. Na? In 181, whatever late fee is given there, it is as per CGST. So equivalent amount of SGST late fee also will be charged, guys. Okay. Next. A government department is registered under GST. Its aggregate turnover in the preceding financial year was 22 crore. You are required to comment with the help of relevant provisions whether the said department is required to issue e-invoice. Are they? No, actually they are exempted. Government department. Clear? Anyone who has more than 5 crore turnover, mandatory. But few people have been given exemption. One of them is government department. 5 marks question. So please accordingly answer. Don't simply tell they are exempted from e-invoice. They are not supposed to issue anta. Please explain it. Following entities are exempt from mandate requirement of e-invoicing. Better guys, before this, first tell when e-invoicing is applicable. Better means before this, just explain when e-invoicing is applicable. That is, e-invoicing is applicable if the turnover in any of the financial year from 17-18 is more than 5 crore. Mention that. Clear? And then you give the explanation for exemption. Following entities are exempt from mandatory requirement of e-invoicing, that is special economic zone units, that is SEZ, insurer or banking company or financial institution including NBFC, GTA supplying services in relation to transportation of goods by road in a goods carriage, supplier of passenger transportation service, person supplying services by way of admission to exhibition of cinematograph films in multiplex screen, that is PVR INOX, government department and local. Okay. And also, sir, what if these people's turnover is more than 5 crore? Should they issue invoice? No. Even though their turnover is more than 5 crore, still they should not. Clear? But they have to give declaration telling, even though my turnover is more than 5 crore, I need not issue e-invoice. Further, the above taxpayers exempted from mandatory requirement of e-invoicing are required to provide a declaration. They need to just give a declaration on the tax invoice stating that though their aggregate turnover exceeds the notified aggregate turnover, because they have clearly given the turnover of department is 22. So even though it is more than 5, still for them it is not applicable. Exceeds the notified aggregate turnover for e-invoicing, they are not required to prepare e-invoice. Above mentioned entities are not required to issue e-invoices even if their turnover exceeds 5 crore now. Previously, for December exam it was 10 crore, but now for your exam it is 5 crore, guys. So when you are writing, you have to write it as 5 crore. In the preceding financial year, in any preceding financial year it should be, okay, not only preceding, any preceding financial year from 17-18 onwards, but are required to provide a declaration as discussed above. Final conclusion. Thus, in the given case, the government department is not required to issue e-invoices in the current financial year, even if its aggregate turnover in any of the financial year has exceeded 10 crore. Actually, it is 5 crore. Clear? They keep on reducing it, guys. Okay, I hope I mentioned it, and it is an amendment. For your attempt, it is 5 crore. Please answer accordingly.
So this we have to write, sir. Above mentioned.
Above mentioned.
That's what we have to write. That previous one mentioned.
No, you're asking this two paragraphs should be mentioned, nah?
No, sir. Yeah.
This two especially.
That above mentioned to the last 5 crores, sir.
This is conclusion. You have to mention it. This also, as it is 5 marks, I told you it's a 5 marks question. Better to mention. But if you just answer this much, it may not be sufficient for 5 marks. Clear? And before this, what I suggest is first tell when is e-invoicing applicable. Means what is the limit applicable. Then you tell, okay, in the following case, e-invoicing is not applicable. Clear? So the question here is, sir, should we explain this 2 paragraph? Yes, guys, because the marks is 5. If it is 3, I would have told no. Clear? As it is 5, it is good. Okay. So according to the marks weightage, I told you to take decisions in the exam hall. Clear? Assume same question is asked for 3 marks. In that case, yes, you can just tell this and you can give the conclusion. Yeah.
So in provision, what they are saying is 50 rupees per day, subject to maximum 0.02%. They did not mention that whichever is lower, but in this
Maximum is no. When it is maximum, and subject to maximum means whichever is lower only, na? Means maximum is this much. So it will be like this or this, whichever is lower, right?
But they did not mention the this.
Huh?
They will levy that 50 rupees per day, but subject to maximum 0.02%. But they did not mention the whichever is lower, we have to take.
I mean, exactly the words we used is not whichever is lower, but that is what the meaning of it. Na? Maximum is this much. Maximum they can charge is this much, but it is like 50 rupees or 100 per day. So actually it is this much. Okay, na? But even though, by chance assume guys, here we got, just a second, here we got 4,700, na? Okay, na? So assume this 0.04% of the turnover we got 4,000. How much they can charge? 4,000. How much they can charge? 4,000. So obviously it understood as what? Whichever is lower. Correct. Now means even though this figure is coming more than this, you can charge maximum this much. Indirectly it is nothing but whichever is lower. Yeah, you can write the same way also. Maximum subject to maximum of so much. Final answer will remain same. Okay. Yes, some more points. We'll just finish it. 2 more sub questions. AT Limited as the business places in 4 states of India. And obviously, how many registration they would have taken? At least 4. Accordingly registered with GST authorities in each state. One of its branch located in Karnataka again. Defaulted for payment of tax for the month of March. Upon conclusion of adjudication proceedings, the authorities believe that they can proceed for recovery under Section 79 of CGST Act against any of the registration of ABT Limited located in 4 states, although the default is made by of its branch located in Karnataka only. Sir, in Karnataka registration, they have not paid the amount. Now, can the proper officer go and collect the amount from the remaining 3 registration also? Yes, they have that. Comment. Not only your own registration. For you, if someone else is supposed to pay, they can ask them also to pay. Comment on the view of the authorities and also state the various methods available for recovery of the amounts payable to the department. Correct now, Rupan Raj? We discussed now same example. Huh? View of the department is correct. Our opinion of the department is correct. By way of an explanation, the scope of section 79 has been expanded to include the distinct person also, means the person who is registered under the same PAN. Which means that recovery proceedings can be initiated against any of the person falling under the same PAN. Various methods available for recovery of tax arrears, it is tax arrears or tax dues are as under. Okay, tax arrears are as under. Okay. Deduction out of any money owing to defaulter. Okay, means sir, department was supposed to pay them. So before they pay, can they deduct the amount what is due from me and they can give it? Yes. Better you mention here defaulter is like registered person. Better always give more clarity. By detaining and selling the goods belonging to the defaulter. Who is the defaulter here? Papa, how they are naming him? See, registered person. Clear? Means he was supposed to pay but not pay, but you are already giving him a tagline defaulter. Okay. Recovery from any other person who owes money to defaulter means sir, someone else was supposed to pay him. Can department ask or proper officer, hey, instead of paying him, pay me anta? Yes. So is that third person liable to pay to the proper officer? Yes. Collection by detention of any movable or immovable property means they can attach the properties and they can sell it. Recovery through district collector. Better little explain because they are to the point they are given. Better best to explain it. Okay, means we will request the district collector. He will collect it as if it is a arrears of land revenue, like that. Next, recovery through magistrate. Oh, so here for 5 marks you can see here they only given limited. So it's better to little explain more about these points, guys. Last question. Gamega events or Gmega, whatever. An event management company registered under GST Act 2017 at Mumbai. Okay, they are registered at Mumbai. Organizes a marriage function for Rakesh. Happy married life, Rakesh. Okay. Of Hubli, Karnataka. Determine the place of supply as per IGST Act 2017 in the following independent cases. Place of supply we have to decide. 4 place of supply would be there. Okay, means 4 cases are there. That is why I am telling. If Rakesh is registered at Hubli, Karnataka and function held at London, which function? Marriage. Sir, registered means don't get confused. Marriage registration. No, GST. Rakesh is registered means recipient is registered, guys. Function is held at London, outside India. Oh, if Rakesh is registered, rich party, costly marriage. When the marriage is happening very costly, then the other things also will be very costly. You will understand later. If you have to come to that level. If Rakesh is registered at Hubli, Karnataka and function is held at New Delhi. Okay, again B2B, but function is held in India, Delhi. Okay. If Rakesh is unregistered person and function held at New Delhi, again same unregistered, but function is held at London. Function here is means marriage function. It is like the question is on organizing an event, guys. Organizing an event. First, place of supply is Hubli. Why? For supplies related to organization of events or assigning sponsorship to such events, when such service is provided to a registered person, the place of supply is location of recipient. Since recipient is registered at Hubli, what will be the place of supply? Hubli, part of Karnataka. Okay, again. Hubli, Karnataka. If recipient is registered, the place of supply is location of the recipient. So the place of supply shall be Hubli. Where the event is held is not important. Where the event is held is not important. So for both, when it is B2B, where the recipient is registered. Okay, now next B2C. This two are B2C. That is, recipient is not registered. When it's added to an unregistered person, the place of supply is the location where the event is actually held. The recipient being an unregistered person, the place of supply is the location where the event is held. That is New Delhi. Wherever the event is held, guys, New Delhi. And they have not asked the question on nature of supply and all. Don't answer. Is it intra, inter and all. They are just asked place of supply. See here 4 cases of are given. Sometimes they may do this. 2 cases they may ask, and they may ask answer what is the place of supply and nature of supply or concept of supply. So accordingly you guys have to tell. Last one. When it is provided to an unregistered person and if the event is held outside India, what would be the place of supply? Location of the recipient. Sir, he is not registered. No, doesn't matter.
London, sir.
No, he is received. He is from Hubli, no. Event is held in London, but when event is held outside India, if recipient is unregistered, it is location of recipient. Location of recipient means, sir, when he is tying the knot, he was in London. No, sir. No, where he belongs to. Okay. Not when he is tying the knot, where was he? No, we are not checking. The recipient being an unregistered person and the event held outside India, the place of supply is the location of recipient. That is Hubli, Karnataka. Literally the paper setter is from Karnataka, I will tell you. Right, and keep it. And not the location where the event is held. Clear? Wherever he is. Okay. In Karnataka. Because at least in 3-4 questions he has used. Good. Proud Kannadiga. Fine guys. We are done with. So, how much you will get? You tell.
38.
Aram say about 35 you can get. About 35. Includes 40 also. Okay. So, easy guys. Okay. Same kind of question paper would come. Maybe 1 or 2 question twist that to this they may do. But still you guys Aram se can score it. Have that confidence and make sure that whatever has been told you will follow guys. All the best.